everybody, Mark C. Dooley here. So much to talk about right now. First off, for those of you who have put up pledges that have put us over the top of our goal, you have my eternal thanks and gratitude. And that only begins with the rewards you'll be getting soon after our campaign ends in just a little over a week. For this go-round, I'll be personally handling the shipping of those items and getting them to you. We're awaiting the printing of Mark and D number 4 and Genesis of a Fanboy number 5, book 5, now in the hands of my printers in Michigan, Comics Wellspring. So, you're guaranteed a great looking set of books, whether you pledge for one or all of them. We're also including bookmarks. Yes, I said bookmarks as a neat little add-on for the physical book rewards. We are planning on the expansion of our crowdfunding platforms in the future, and we'll probably be looking at a fulfillment outfit to handle getting them all out to you. But for now, I want to be as hands-on as I can possibly be. And quite frankly, I can't wait to hear from you about what you think of them. Whether you've sealed them in hard plastic of a CGC grade or pulled them apart and lined the bottom of your birdcage. And I'd love to include your emails and reviews in our fan letter columns. Now, some of you are maybe asking, what's a letter column? Hey, I ain't your history teacher. Go to your local comic shop, pick up a vintage comic from anywhere between 1963 and 1990 and find out. You kids with your internets and your emails. Jeez. So currently I am appearing on a podcast for Madness Comics called What's Your Issue? Moderated by Pop Van Zant. And we just had a blast talking about our growing up in pop culture in the 60s and 70s and how it affected our lives from childhood to adulthood. Well, it certainly helped me churn out a pretty respectable comic series on my part, with so much more to go. All I can do is hope that God will give me the time I need to put a pretty good dent in the pantheon of stories I have spinning around my head and keep my hands steady enough to get them all down on paper. So do check it out on YouTube or Madness Comics Facebook site or wherever you get your podcast from. And on December 16th, the aforementioned Comics Wellspring folk will post on YouTube an episode of Ink Spotlight featuring yours truly. And I had a wonderful conversation with Brandon Blocksdorf and was invited to return in January to do their long-term interview series, Inspired Inks. So as for the future, I just finished formatting Genesis of a Fanboy Book 6 and will be working on Mark and D number 5 very soon. I also have the ongoing Genesis series on my Facebook page, of which you can read a new episode every few days absolutely free and clear. In the spring, we're looking into softbound collections of both titles that you might even be able to get your hands on at a local bookstore. We're certainly looking at some appearances at Indiana Comic Con, Indie Pop Con, and the convention it all started at in conjunction 4th of July weekend of 2025. We're looking at a very busy time next year. As some of you know, I never looked for fortune and fame when I got earnest about actually printing and publishing my comics. The only wealth I'm looking forward to is to just offset ending my part-time job income to put myself into this full-time. I got serious about doing superhero comics one time, and it was an unmitigated disaster. I love superheroes, I am really jealous of anyone who can come up with a new way for Spider-Man to kick Doc Ock's ass. I'm just not that guy. I found that I'm so much better at doing stories grounded in the real world. And maybe a little fantasy woven into things here and there. I'm also at my best when I'm doing stories about myself and Dina and characters based on my many friends and family members. They're all love letters to the people who have shaped my life and that I've sadly had to say goodbye to over the years. These stories and my future endeavors are dedicated to them. It's something I want to do for the rest of my life. Again, thank you all who have supported my work, and even those who just took a look at what I have to offer and were incredibly complimentary of it, or openly critical of it, because you count also. You help keep me legit and working to improve. Even at my age, I'm always looking to learn and improve my work. In time, I even want to look into bringing in an apprentice to help me with coloring and inking. Not just to make my stuff look good, but to give amazing new talent a chance to step into the spotlight. Maybe even to carry on after I'm gone. And maybe they even have their own dreams that they want to follow with their own ideas. And I think I can rest peacefully knowing I was able to help make that happen. Before I go, I want to thank, above all, my dearest Dina, my wife, my partner in crime, my forever friend. None of this would have happened without your love and support. Mark and Dee without Dee is such a shit show. With Dee, not so much a shit show. So thank you for more than half a century of putting up with a guy with his head in the clouds. So please, if you haven't yet, please go check out our Kickstarter in its final days. I don't think you'll be disappointed.